Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Graduate Yourself. Hi, this is Ashutosh Kumar Barnwal from CMP Degree College, University of Allahabad. Today I am going to give my lecture on topic emergence of sociology in Europe. So, here we discuss about the sources of the lecture is from the Radha Kamal Mukherjee book and more of the other sources of the internet. Now, we are introducing my start. Before introduce this topic, we have to know some basic knowledge such as in 13th century, Ma Tuanlin, a Chinese historian, first recognized social dynamics as an underlying component of historical development in his seminal encyclopedia. The next century saw the emergence of historian, some considered to be the world's first sociologist, Ibn Khaldun of Tunisia. Another one we all know very well about the father of sociology, which is known as Auguste Comte, is considered by the many as the father of sociology. The term sociology was first coined in 1780 by the French essayist Emmanuel Joseph Saizes. The time period of Emmanuel Joseph Saizes is 1748 to 1836, and he discovered the term sociology in 1780 in an unpublished manuscript. The word sociology is derived from the Latin word socius, which means companions, and the Greek word logos, which means study of. So, the whole meaning of sociology is the study of companionship. Now, we will discuss about the social condition in which sociology was emerged. Sociology emerged as the distinct science in the 19th century in Europe. At that time, Europe passing through the period of immense changes which had set in the French and Industrial Revolution. Before we describe the French and Industrial Revolution, it is necessary first to understand the Renaissance period of 14th to 18th century which we seen in the whole Europe. Now we will discuss about the two great revolutions between the 14th and 18th century. So, in this case, we have to introduce my first revolution, which is known as the Commercial Revolution. The Commercial Revolution refers to the series of events between 1450 to 1800, the event in which stagnant economy is transferred to the dynamic and worldwide system. The Commercial Revolution signified the expansion of trade and commerce that took place in the 15th century. It was of such a large scale of organized manner that we call it a revolution. Major initiatives taken by certain European countries such as Portugal, Spain, Holland and England. So, we will next discuss about the aspects of commercial revolution. So, by point we discuss about the aspects. So, first point is Europe trade with Eastern countries India and China. Second point is the northern Italian cities of Venice and Geneva were the major centers of trade. Third point is many new routes and new countries discovered such as Vasco da Gama in 1498 landed in India and Christopher Columbus in 1492 landed in America. Next point is European market flooded with new commodities and many more were happened. Now we will discuss about the second revolution which is take place between the 14th to 18th century. The name is the scientific revolution. The impact of the scientific revolution was crucial, not just in changing material life, but people's idea about nature and society. The Renaissance period brought the major changes in visual arts, medicine, chemistry, navigation, and astronomy. The forces of changes set in by the commercial revolution and scientific revolution would now have clear to you. We will next describe the industrial and French revolution, which have together provided the social condition which led to emergence of sociology as a discipline. Now we will discuss about the two main revolution which is the major reason of the emergence of sociology, in which the first revolution is the industrial revolution. The industrial revolution begins around 1760 AD in England. It brought major changes in the social and economic life of the peoples, first in England, then in other countries of Europe. In Europe, especially in England, the discovery of new territories, explorations, growth of trade and commerce, and consequent growth of towns brought about an increase in demand for goods. Earlier, goods were produced at domestic level. This means that there existed a domestic system of production with increased demands. Goods were produced in large scale. Now we will discuss about the new inventions which take place during the Industrial Revolution. During Industrial Revolution, new tools and techniques were invented which could produce goods at large scale. During 1760 to 1830 AD, a series of inventions in tools and techniques and organizations of production took place, and it gave rise to factory system of production. Thus, a change in economy from feudal to capitalist system. One of the significant mechanical inventions which led to quicker and better method of production in various industries was the spinning jenny in 1767 by the James Hargreaves. Now we will come to our next point, which is known as the impact of Industrial Revolution. So the major impact of Industrial Revolution is: first, capitalists become more and more complex. Second, the development of bank, insurance companies, financial corporations take place. Third, new class of industrial workers, managers, capitalists emerged. Fourth, socio-economic disparities. Now we will discuss about the significant theme of Industrial Revolution. The major significant themes of Industrial Revolutions are: first, the condition of labor. They were socially deprived. They were indispensable in new industrial system. Second, the transformation of property. Third, the tradition emphasized on land lost its value, while money or capital become more important during Industrial Revolution. Fourth, the feudal landlords become less significant, while the new capitalists gain power. Fifth, the industrial city, that is urbanism. Urbanism was necessary corollary of the Industrial Revolution. Fifth, technologies and factory system. Now, radical thinker realized that the two systems alter human life for all times. Now, we will discuss about the major revolution of another, which is known as the French Revolution. The French Revolution, which erupted in 1789, marked a turning point in the history of human struggle for freedom and equality. It puts an end of the age of feudalism and ushered in a new order of society. An outline of the revolution will explain to you the kind of turmoil that occurred in Europe. Even continents such as India, also influenced by the idea such as liberty, equality, and fraternity. The basic pictures of feudal society, division in feudal estates. Here we discuss about the feudal estates are divided into three different types. So in French, three feudal estates are mainly found at the time of French Revolution. So we start our topic. Society was divided into feudal estates. Estates are divided generally into three types. First estates. In first estates, there mainly consisted clergy such as cardinal and archbishop. They leave very little attention to religion. They live the luxury life. They spend much time to wasteful activities such as drinking. Now we will discuss about the second estates. Here we discuss about the nobles, mainly nobles. And the nobles are two types. One is the noble of swords, another the noble of rope. So we will discuss about our first noble, which is known as the Noble of Swords. In Noble of Swords, there were the big landlords, protector of people, led a life of parasite, life of pomp and show, such as Jamindar of India. Now we will discuss about the Noble of Rope, which is a second. Noble not by birth, such as judge and magistrate. Now we will discuss about the third estates. Rest of society, such as peasants, the merchants, the artisans and others. As compared to the peasant, the condition of middle class, also known bourgeoisie, comprising the merchants, lawyer, manufacturers, etc. The class belonged to the third estate, but the poverty of estates which led to the price rise during 1720 to 1789. The clergy and nobility both constituted only 2% of population, but they owned about 35% of their land. The peasants, who formed 80% of population, but they owned only 30% of land. So here we see the differentiation between the poor people and the rich people. The first two estates paid almost no taxes, and the third estates paid major taxes to the government. Now we will discuss about the political aspect of French society. Divine right of the king is also followed by French. No distinction between income of the state and income of the king. Here we will discuss that the income of the state is mainly defined as the income of the king. So, the economic aspect of French society. The king of France from Louis XIV onwards fought costly wars, which ruined the country, and when Louis XIV died in 1715, France had become bankrupt. Louis XV, instead of recovering from this ruin, kept on borrowing money from bankers, and on the time period of Louis XVI, a very weak and ineffective king inherited the ruin of bankrupt government. His wife, Queen Marie Antoinette, known for her expensive habits, is famous for her reply, which she gave to the poor and hungry people. So, Marie Antoinette is the wife of Louis XVI, and he gives the reply to the poor and hungry people is, when poor and hungry people come to her asking for bread, she told the people that if you don't have bread, eat cakes. Now we will discuss about the intellectual influences affecting the emergence of sociology. Sociology emerged as a response to the forces of change, which took place during 18th and 19th century. The thinkers of Enlightenment of 18th century affected much of early sociologists. The Enlightenment appeared as the most appropriate point of departure in the study of origins of sociological theory. That's end. Thank you. Keep supporting us, and for more videos, for more classes, you can reply on comment box. Jai Hind.